Hey, look at me. Josh.
A father lies stabbed, struggling for his life. And the attacker is not a stranger, but his own teenage son.
I just started freaking out. I go over there, there's blood everywhere, and Ethan comes over here to the sink and cleans off his knife and walks out the door talking to somebody on the phone.
As officers start investigating the case, they discover a shocking reason behind the attack that leaves them deeply shaken.
It's happened a lot. Like, it's been going on for a while. Just went to that shop, and I just stayed.
On the night of January 30th, 2023, Chapter 2, The Unrealistic Crime, dispatch in Grayson County received a frightening 911 call from Litchfield, Kentucky. A man had been stabbed, seriously injured, and needed immediate medical help. Officers rushed to the scene, but when they arrived, they had no idea that the situation in front of them was hiding a much darker story.
Where's the person with the knife?
Upon reaching the scene, they learned the victim was Timothy Joshua Hickton, a 38-year-old man, and the suspect was his 15-year-old stepson, Ethan McKenna. The person who reported everything was Ethan's biological mother, Ashley Vincent McKinney. There was also one more witness at the scene, Luke, Joshua's biological son. They quickly called paramedics to treat Joshua as he was badly injured. While waiting, they shifted their focus to finding Ethan, who had disappeared but could be hiding somewhere much closer than they expected.
You mess all the way, man. He was outside?
Yeah. He was.
What's he wearing?
Close the doors.
Sit tight, sit tight.
Please.
See which way to go. Dispatch advised the EMS. Purpose fled the scene. He's got a pretty good puddle of blood under him. We're getting a medic bag now. Hey, cover him. I'm getting a medical bag. Hang on, who's in the garage? What's he wearing?
T-shirt.
He's in a camouflage hoodie.
That's him.
Okay.
They found Ethan hiding inside the garage of his own house. The officers suddenly realized that he was the youngest suspect many of them had ever dealt with. They moved in carefully, knowing how sensitive and unpredictable the situation was. They did not know what was going on in his mind, only that he was probably panicking after what he had done. But when they entered, Ethan said something that made them question what the real truth was.
You got any weapons on you?
No, I just had my right pocket.
Your phone's in your right pocket. Listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. If you say, come and use against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. Speak with an attorney, okay? Walk this way. Justice Security, real quick.
You double lock these?
Yes.
You got any weapons on you? No, I just had my iPod. Listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. Speak with an attorney. Okay. Walk this way. Just a quick security check. You double-locked? Yes. Ethan is covered in blood and surrenders to the officers without any resistance. For now, officers place him inside their police car. With the suspect secured, officers turn back toward the house and all attention shifts to the man fighting to stay alive. Is there any way on the left? Hang on. Dispatch, we have him secured. Send EMS to the front door. Is anyone allowed to go to the hospital? We can figure it out. Okay, stay with us, buddy. Okay. While the paramedics are on the way, Josh's biological son, Luke, is sitting beside him. As officers give instructions, Luke does everything he can to keep his father conscious until EMS arrives. All the way in. Bring it all the way in. Scissors. Josh, look at me. When the paramedics finally arrive at the house, they find Josh groaning in pain, barely able to move, and completely unaware of what is happening. They do everything they can to stabilize him as they prepare to rush him to the hospital. What's going on? You've been stabbed, buddy. You've been stabbed in the back. It's going to be okay though. I'm going to get you to the hospital. He will go get it. Where did you guys see him go? I just saw him go out the back door. So you saw him go out the back door tonight? I don't know. Okay, we will find him and handle that. Okay, back here. Josh, keep your eyes open, buddy. Hey, keep talking to us. Josh. Hey, look at me. Josh is still in shock, barely aware of what is happening around him. Paramedics work quickly, doing everything they can to save him. Beside him, his son Luke, who had been staying strong until now, finally breaks down. Is that your husband? I guess. Was that your son? Yes. And this is my stepson. Stepson. Okay. It's okay. Honey, Breathe. Okay. Keep breathing. Keep talking. Just keep breathing. Okay. Please. Please breathe. You work out so much. It's not even right now. Hey, Josh. Yep. Slow down your breathing. Okay. I know. I know. I know. All right. You will be okay. I promise. All right. All right. Don't touch anything. Get over here. Grab hold. Grab hold. As he is rushed to the hospital, officers move to the next important step, investigating the scene, questioning witnesses, and putting together exactly what happened. But they do not yet realize that some dark discoveries are waiting for them. I don't see anything obvious lying around. All right. Didn't they say he went to his bedroom first? Yeah, we will check that in a second. All right. He was covered in blood. I checked where he was standing in there. I did not see anything. If he threw it out in the yard, Sean's dog has helped me find guns before. Call him and see how he does with blood. Thank you, sir. All right. Step back and photograph where you found him. We need to photograph the blood before it gets cleaned up. Let's retrace his steps while Jess is making a phone call. Okay. Chapter 3. The Investigation. The first thing officers do is search the entire house for the weapon. It is the most important piece of evidence right now. While they search, they also begin speaking with the family. When they ask Ashley about the fight and why it happened, her answer surprises everyone. What happened? Yeah, he went straight out the door. So he went out the front door or the back door? I am pretty sure through the garage. Okay. All right. Where did the fight happen here? Right here. So this is where he collapsed. This is where they were fighting. What happened when they fought? It is not good. But they have never hit each other before. He punched and spilled lemonade. That is why all this stuff is pulled out here. Lemonade went everywhere and Josh, my husband, got upset about it and questioned him, and then they got into a fight. According to Ashley, the fight started over a bottle of lemonade that spilled inside the refrigerator. A reason so small that it shocks even experienced officers. When they ask her what kind of knife he used, her answer immediately raises concern. But I do not know everything. I looked away. I know he went after Ethan. I do not know. Ethan probably had it. He always carries a pocket knife. He started swinging at him when Dad put his finger in his face. Ashley says that Ethan often carries a pocket knife, which is what he used in the attack. But this makes officers wonder if the attack was planned. Next, officers speak to Josh's biological son, Luke, who is still in shock but manages to explain everything he saw. And what he reveals shows the officers the full horror of that night. All right. If you do not mind, I am going to talk to Luke for a moment. If you want, you can go talk to your sister. All right, Luke. It has been a chaotic night from the start. Take your time. What happened? I was in my room and I heard noise, which happens sometimes. Where is your room? My room is that one on this side. Okay. Yeah. I came out to take out the trash because that is my chore this week, and they were arguing. I found out the argument was because Ethan put the lemonade in the fridge with the cap not properly closed and it spilled everywhere. Ethan said he did not do it and that it was not his fault, and it kept going back and forth. Then Ethan got angry and got in his face, and my dad said, "You are not going to do that, you are 15. So Dad started pointing his finger in his face and then Ethan started swinging at him and they started fighting. It started there and moved across the room. It looked like my dad was on top, then Ethan threw him over and got on top of him. Luke saw everything with his own eyes. As he tells officers what happened, he mentions something important that leads them to key evidence. I did not know what was happening. Then Dad said, "Did he just stab me?" And I started panicking. I went over there and there was blood everywhere. Ethan came to the sink, washed his knife, and walked out the door while talking to someone on the phone. I do not know who he was talking to. Pocket knife or kitchen knife. I think it was one he keeps clipped. Nothing fancy, just one that flips open. It is really scary. He is all I have. He is in the best hands right now. Those medics knew what they were doing. They were serious and moved fast to get him out. They did everything they could. After speaking with Luke, officers immediately follow his statement, and that is when they find something that changes the case. They washed the knife in the sink. I think that is the water. I found a knife in the sink. Blood on the handle. Hey, we found the knife. Okay, you all good? Yep. All right. He was still talking when he left, but he was in very bad shape. It was a serious stab. It is one of those knives like we all carry. At least it was not too big. It was big enough. With Luke's statement, officers recovered the knife. While finding the weapon gives clarity, there is still much to uncover. I am going to take the knife and head to the station. All right, We found the knife in the sink. Oh, you did. Right there in the sink. Yeah. He tried to wash it and then left through the back door. Before we leave, not right now. Okay. Is he in your truck? Okay. Hey, your dad is in good hands. He is in the best place possible right now. Stay calm. If you need to talk to someone, you can call dispatch. Okay. Before leaving the scene, officers speak to Ashley again, hoping to find anything important. That is when she gives another statement and also makes a request that might help them understand more. So, you are saying it started over spilled lemonade? Okay. Did you see any physical fight? Yes, they were yelling. It started with shouting. Josh put his finger in Ethan's face. They started pushing each other back and forth. Then Josh pushed him hard against the wall. They fell to the floor and started wrestling. While they were on the ground, Ethan kept saying, "Get off me, get off